It may be hard to believe, but the NBA season is here. So before we get way into this season, let's talk about what happened this off season so you know what to prepare when you start watching games. So if you're ready to get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's your thumb, and let's go ahead and get into it. When it comes to drama and off the court funsies, as I like to say, this season left a lot to be desired, as probably the biggest drama was that Team USA lost in the FIFA World Cup this year. And when I say lost, I don't mean they got second place. I mean they lost as in they didn't even get a medal, as they lost in the bronze medal match against Canada, being the US's second consecutive loss in a FIFA World Championship game since who knows when. This major loss in the FIFA World Cup led to LeBron James being like, hey, let's get a team together and run it for the Olympics 2024. And after he said that on his Twitter, it has engaged so many NBA players, as now you have Joel Embiid saying he's going to play for Team USA this summer. You have Kevin Durant saying he's going to be on the team. And you even have other stars such as like Steph Curry and Damian Lillard say they might be interested in playing in the Olympics this year, which will be very big, as some of those stars and mostly notable names in the NBA just really haven't been interested in playing for Team USA in the past few Olympics. Jimmy Butler stunned us all during Media Day this year when he came out in his emo goth look, which is a very stark turn from last year when his look was a full head of dreads, which he didn't have like 2 days ago. But he had a good kick out of it. He said he was playing a character. Some of his teammates couldn't hold themselves together for the pics, and I just think it was just all around good fun for Jimmy Butler just to kind of make fun of Media Day. Now, the media and NBA newscasters better be using those pictures that he took on Media Day this season, because last year they just kind of gave up with the dreads after the first few days. And I'm like, hey, he took them on Media Day, we need to use them, you guys. And the last bit of drama that is more on the court is Dillon Brooks, as he was ejected from the very first preseason game 5 minutes into the game for punching Daniel Thesis in the crotch. Like, man, you're already in mid-season shape. Like, let's give us a minute. It's not even November yet. Like, calm down, Dillon Brooks, calm down. But I guess he does have a lot of pent-up energy, as, you know, Memphis told him in the offseason, dog, we don't want you back. One of the biggest things that shocked the NBA this offseason was the implementation of a new rule that basically stopped all load management. And this rule is the player participation policy. Now, this new rule only applies to star players, and the NBA's definition of a star player is any player who in the last 3 seasons was selected to an All-NBA team or is an NBA All-Star. And this includes people who are named to an NBA All-Star season that year. For example, if someone has never been an NBA All-Star on an NBA All-Team, but this season they become one. Once that announcement has been made, they will now be classified as an NBA All-Star, so they will have to abide by these rules. And this rule must be followed unless a team provides approved reasons for why that player is not participating in the game or multiple games that season. And the rules are that no more than 1 star player is unavailable for the same game. Star players are available for all national televised games and NBA in-season tournament games. There is a balance between the number of 1-game absences for a star player in home and road games, and that teams refrain from any long-term shutdowns of players. And if a player is being rested, that they are able to be seen by TV cameras and fans. Now, there are exceptions to this rule, as injuries, personal reasons, a player's age, or a history of serious injuries that they may have had over the years. This NBA offseason has seen a lot of new coaches being placed on teams. And the 4 biggest coaches to me this offseason that were hired was Ime Udoka in Houston, Frank Vogel at the Suns, Nick Nurse going to Philadelphia, and Monty Williams going to Detroit. And not only were coaches picking out new teams, but players were traded and signed with so many new teams this offseason. And not just regular players, but like actual kind of superstars this year. You have Damian Lillard going to the Bucks, Drew Holiday going to the Celtics, Bradley Beal going to Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton going to Portland, Chris Paul going to the Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole going to the Wizards, Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet going to Houston, and finally Marcus Smart going to Memphis. Well, now that you know all about the things that happened this NBA offseason, let me know down in a comment below, how do you feel about this new player participation policy, and will this actually stop load management? As well as subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a new video, which are on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's still your thumb, and remember, don't be afraid to join the convo.